For the most part today, most Minecraft versions run on a similar premise. There are only a couple Minecraft versions that really have game-changing differences from other versions. However, when Minecraft 3DS released back in 2017, a new game-changing opportunity arose with the release of this version: 3D functionality. Other Ocean, the developers of Minecraft 3DS, promised a 3D feature at launch and said that it would come in a future update. This feature would have been game-changing because no other version of Minecraft existed before with fully fledged 3D gameplay, so this is the first time we could ever see something like this happen. However, it is now mid to late 2021. After almost 4 years after the launch of this version, the 3D feature still doesn't exist. So why did the 3D feature mysteriously disappear? And why did it never release? That is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. So, without further ado, here we go. To this day, Minecraft 3DS remains as one of the most interesting and unique Minecraft versions. And with the 3D feature, it could have been one of the most popular additions to that one feature being added. Like I said, the 3D feature was promised at launch, but ever since then, it was never talked about again. Update after update, everyone who played this game was hoping that the 3D feature would finally come out. But once the final update was released, it was nowhere to be seen. A couple scenarios could be brought up that could explain the reason for this absence of this feature. One important one being performance limitations. For 3D mode to work on the 3DS, 2 separate images are created using the 800 by 240 resolution the 3DS screen has. When 3D mode is on, the screen is essentially displaying 2 different screens at once, one for each eye. This does require more processing power, and with Minecraft New 3DS already taking up all the resources needed for it to run, it may not run very well when in 3D mode, or there may just not be enough resources for it to run well, without sacrificing on gameplay too much. If this was the case, then the developers could have lowered the FPS or graphics on the game itself to compensate for the performance, but the result may not have been pretty. In addition to this, the Cube Creator 3D game on the 3DS, which is essentially a Minecraft clone, does have 3D functionality. However, Cube Creator 3D is not a graphically intensive 3DS game, and not to mention, it can also run on the old 3DS. So with this in mind, it is likely that performance problems in development were apparent. It does work in the way I would have intended 3D in Minecraft 3DS to run, and after playing the game like this, I think it would have been very interesting to see a similar system implemented in Minecraft 3DS. Another possible scenario is just not enough recognition for this version. Interest from this version basically fizzled out after a month or two after release, and most people just didn't play it very much. Shortly after the final update, and even today, there are next to no YouTubers, or popular ones for that matter, that even play the game or just acknowledge that it exists. And on top of all that, back in 2017, the 3DS is beginning to receive less and less games, so it is expected that this game was not going to be as popular as some may think. Another question to bring up is how 3D would even work in this version. Some effects such as block breaking, enemy attacks, and dropping items would be scenarios that I could see working very well with 3D, but in normal gameplay it may not serve much of a purpose, other than to make the game pop just a little bit more. While I think 3D would have been a great feature, its actual uses may be limited. However, there are still tons of ideas left on the table for a truly 3D Minecraft experience, and hopefully in the future, the idea of having a fully 3D Minecraft game is realized. In short, if this game was released earlier in the 3DS's lifetime, then it may have received the 3D feature, but the fact of the matter is, it was never added. If 3D was added, then this version definitely would have been vastly different and way more unique than most other Minecraft versions. But despite all that, it is still impressive in itself that the new 3DS can even run Minecraft, and what this version offers is certainly good enough for what it is. Alright, and that concludes my discussion on why 3D was never added in Minecraft New Nintendo 3DS Edition. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to show your support. And with that being said, thanks for watching.